This majestic palace is a symbol of grandeur. But today it's overshadowed by something even more extraordinary. Something that is not just a car but a statement. Meet the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. It's the flagship electric Mercedes SUV. In India, it's lost between the EQE SUV and the recently launched Maybach EQS SUV. Retailing for 1.41 crore ex-showroom, in this video, we will delve into 10 unique and must-know features of this electric SUV and a few things that make this car not so perfect. So the EQS is offered in a single 580 variant. That means it sources its power from a 122 kWh battery pack and feeds the electric motors, one on each axle, to churn out 536 bhp and 858 Newton meters of peak torque. This electric SUV can sprint from 0 to 100 in just 4.7 seconds. You also get different drive modes, but the one that we want to highlight is the off-road mode that lifts the suspension by 22 millimeters. Where it activates the intelligent recuperation, it selects the regen mode and even supports braking to maximize the range from the battery pack. Now second is the range and the charging option of the EQS SUV. Now Mercedes claims an ARAI certified range of 809 kilometers on a single charge. And you can charge the EQS with an AC or a DC charger. If you have an AC 22 kilowatt charger, then you can charge it from 0 to 100% in just little over 6 hours. And if you manage to find a 200 kilowatt fast charger, then it can charge from 10 to 80% in just 31 minutes. And third one are the total number of screens in the cabin of the EQS SUV. It has 6 screens. And 3 of them can be found here right on the dashboard. There is a massive 56-inch hyper screen is what Mercedes says, but it is basically a big glass panel that hides 3 different screens. The one at the center is a 17.7-inch OLED display, and you have got 2 12.3-inch display screens, one for the passenger and one for the driver. The one on the passenger is mostly off when there is no passenger here, and it can be operated as soon as there is a co-passenger. The one here at the center has loads of features. It's responsive, intuitive, extremely easy to use, and you can have different information such as drive modes, comfort, ambient lights, vehicle settings, and a whole lot of features. And the same set of features can be operated by the co-passenger from the extra screen. And then there is this screen. The 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster throws up all sorts of information. It also gets customizable dials, all the vehicle information, your range, and you also get a full screen navigation, so you don't have to use the maps here, and it's right here on the display. Also hidden is a heads-up display which has projection right on the windscreen, and it has more information when you switch on the off-road mode. And the other screens are right here in the second row. So you get 2 11.9-inch entertainment screens, and you can access almost everything that you can on the center screen. And you can have vehicle settings, comfort, media, off-road mode, phone settings, and even navigation that can be controlled through these screens. So that's 3 at the front, 2 at the rear, but where is the 6th screen? Well, the 6th screen is right here. So if you don't have a middle passenger, you can have this screen. This is a small little tablet that does everything that you could with this screen. So you've got the same set of functions, comfort, settings, music, and even the aircon can be controlled with this tablet. And when not needed, it can be easily stored away here. And while this can be used as an armrest, it can also be used to charge your phone that has a compatibility for wireless charging, and then sub-cup holders that are hidden here. Now number 4 are the seats on the EQS SUV. It's a 7-seater SUV with 2 plus 3 plus 2 seating layout, and the front seats are the seats to be in because of course they are electronically operated. You get heating function, you get cooling function, you get memory function, and moreover you get massage seats. So you've got lumbar supports, heating settings, and the most fun part is that you get preset workouts. And if you're somebody who likes to be chauffeured around, the second row seats are also extremely comfortable. First, the space. You've got loads of leg room, decent headroom, a massive panoramic sunroof, and these seats can be electronically reclined or moved forward. You also get 4-zone climate control with the EQS SUV. That means separate temperature zones for both these passengers here. These headrests, they are comfortable too. And if you're somebody who likes entertainment, Mercedes gives these headphones with the EQS SUV as standard to take care of all your entertainment and music needs. So the EQS also comes with a third row of seats, and we'll see how easy it is to access the third row and the space on offer there. So first, you can easily electronically recline the second row seats. Once that, you've got a side step to help you climb inside. Once you're seated, you can again electronically fold the seats here. Now once in the third row, the seats right now are quite upright, and because they have a recline function, they'll be reclined more, and once that is done, you might end up touching your knees here. Also the seats here, they are quite low set, and seating adults here will be a task, and I think it's best suited for kids. But you also get a decent amount of feature list in the third row. You get a very small but leather armrest. On both sides, you've got 4 USB charging ports, 2 here on the left hand side, 2 on the right hand side, 2 cup holders and dedicated AC vents, and a tiny but a glass house to look outside. Now the fifth quirk of the EQS SUV. Now most of the cars have got an air purifier, and so does the EQS SUV. But what more? The car also tells you the AQI index outside along with the cabin's AQI index. And if you're into perfumes, you can also have an air freshener. But you don't really have to carry a perfume and find a place to keep it in the cabin. If you've got a vial, there's a place inside the glove box to stow away the vial, and you can have one fragrance, and that can be circulated inside the entire cabin. Number 6. The Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV offers a captivating interior experience that is enhanced significantly by the active ambient lighting system. Drivers can choose from a wide palette of colors, including single color option, multicolor options, and animation effects. The system is designed to respond to various factors, including drive mode that can change color to indicate the current driving mode, even ADAS system that can provide visual feedback on the temperature settings based on the selected climate control system. Quirky fact number 7 of the EQS SUV. Now we get pop-out door handles that pop out when you unlock the car, or you can even do it with a touch. And once that is done, you also have something called as soft closed doors. Feature number 8. The EQS SUV gets a standard air suspension. What it does is that adjusts the suspension and the overall ride quality based on the road conditions and your driving style. The suspension also has good dampening characteristics and give you a very smooth and comfortable ride. Now this is an EV and it's a heavy electric vehicle. So on low speeds you have a stiff ride, and going over bumps at low speed is not a very settled one. Now based on different drive modes, the EQS SUV can also adjust the ride height. For example, the off-road mode, it has the highest setting, which gives an additional height of 22 mm. And with the sport mode, the ride height is comparatively lower. What it also gets as standard is rear axle steering. What it does is that improves the maneuverability and agility of the entire car. The front wheels and the rear wheels They move in opposite direction in low speeds to give you a good turning radius and makes parking in tight spots quite easy. This is also helpful when you're going off the road. And at high speeds, the front and the rear wheels move in the same direction to give you better handling. Number 9. Most modern electric cars get additional storage space like a frunk. But with the EQS SUV, forget a frunk, you can't really open the hood of this electric SUV. That's because Mercedes says that this one houses an air cleaner system and can be opened only by the service technicians. Now the quirk here is that how do you really fill the wiper washer fluid? Mercedes has thought about that as well and given it right here on the fender. And the last and final point of this car is this cabin. It is extremely quiet. To give you an example, so Mercedes says that it gets something called as active noise cancellation technology, which really dampens the outside sound and gives you a very quiet cabin. Also, these glass, they are double glazed and they help to reduce outside noise. So these were the 10 quirks and the must-know features of the EQS SUV. Now, like any other car, even the EQS SUV is not a perfect car. And there are few things that we don't really like about the car or could be improved. What are they? Let's take a look. While the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV offers a luxurious and technologically advanced interior, its exterior design is a subject of debate. Despite its premium price tag and positioning as an SUV, the EQS styling lacks uniqueness and has a resemblance to that of a crossover. Even one of the primary concerns is that the EQS SUV's design language aligns closely with other EQ models in Mercedes lineup. While the EQ family shares a common design identity, as a flagship model could have benefited from a more distinctive and bold aesthetic. Now, another thing that we don't really like about the EQS SUV is that it's got more of touch buttons than physical buttons. You do get few physical buttons on the right hand side of the dashboard and even on the door pads, but here we are specifically talking about the ones on the steering wheel and the seat adjustment. While the older Mercedes used to get haptic feedback, but on the new ones, you don't really have any feedback from these buttons. Also, on the steering wheel, while on the move, you end up pressing these buttons, especially the volume ones, and you don't really realize because there's no feedback from these buttons. So that is something which could have been improved. In the premium electric SUV space, the EQS rivals its German counterparts that include Audi Q8, e-tron 55 and the BMW iX xDrive 50, both of which are closely priced. Meanwhile, the EQE SUV that is currently priced at Rs 1.39 crore attracts discounts of up to 25 lakh. The Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV is a remarkable vehicle with modern technology, opulent interior and impressive performance, making it a compelling choice for those wanting to upgrade to a premium electric vehicle. However, its conservative exterior styling, tight third row space and not so fun to drive nature might limit its appeal to a specific set of audience. But then if you're looking specifically for a luxurious, tech-laden, pampering SUV, then the EQS SUV is definitely worth considering.